Fucking leave me alone.
Oh, okay. Well, as things happen, I believe you all were in Ulena. You all split up. Shadow went to go somewhere. Igor went Igor went with Dennis. No, Igor went solo to the farming side of the festival. Bartholomew left with Dennis to go shopping, and then that left Inari at the tavern. So, as this progresses, we've already been through Igor and meeting up with a neighboring orc friend from his homeland. Goliath. I don't know why I said that. I'm sorry. Dennis and Bartholomew have had their little quick fun shopping trip. And Inari, I believe you were just going to rest for the night, or you were going to do something else.
She wanted the beefcake.
No. I was going probably to bed. I had a drinking buddy. Drinking buddy's gone, so I'm gonna just go to bed.
Wait, wasn't it daytime? Wasn't it?
Yeah, it was like 6 o'clock by the time everyone got in.
In the evening or the morning? That isn't evening. There you go. Can't do this or this.
Morning, evening. I will say this. The sundial watch has been transferred to Dennis.
Oh, I got one too.
So now Dennis and Bartholomew each have a sundial watch.
I got the Gucci one.
Yes, you got the Gucci one. So, your drinking buddy has left along with Varen, and they have escaped upstairs for a time being. Trust me. It'll plan. It'll plan.
Are they in my room, or can I go back to my room?
You can go to your room.
Okay, well...
You might want to put a pillow over your ears.
Yeah, because we're in the same room. We got a penthouse.
Oh, yeah. You all have, like, little individual rooms. Yeah.
That's
right. Yeah, about the penthouse.
Right. Fine, I go to my particular bed. That's where I'm choosing to exist.
30 minutes pass, and then they both leave. As Igor, I'm guessing you're coming back towards the tavern?
Yeah, I'm sure that Igor and his best buddy now, Girthon, talked out a lot. Kind of caught up a little bit, gave Girthon a little bit of backstory of what happened recently, and told him about the misadventures of the last town he was in, or the town before it.
Girthon, also, before you leave him, he says, he pats you on the shoulder and says, if you don't like attention, be careful of the fire tonight in the main square. And he just kind of just shakes his head and goes back to what he's doing with the Bullette.
Don't want attention? What do you mean? Like, I wasn't really trying to make attention.
He holds up his hand one moment as he's shooing kids back with his big calloused hands and shooing them away from the edge of the bullet. So they try to poke you with a stick. And he comes back and he's like, these townies, they're very hospitable. They very generous with their coin. But he kind of looks around and he's like, they're fucking weird. They pray to this god of the harvest, but they also are, what do you say, fanatics. about it. Even a little weird even for us. Just if someone says if you are pure or tainted, just ignore them and move on. That's what I've been told.
So, it's going to this fire a must?
You don't know. It is not required.
Alright, so we just won't go to the fire. I'll just say that.
Just don't go. Yes, he's Russian, Piglet. Jesus fuck, I'm trying here. So then we're gonna with that you'll leave, and you like I have to close down tent. Dennis and Bartholomew. After your little shopping spree at another wonderful store of goods. It's a thing. I love it. What do y'all choose to go and do? There is the animals and more farm style stalls, and then there's all the merchants and performing stalls up at the northern square.
How about me and Dennis? We're gonna go check the merchants to see if anything interesting to buy. Well, I guess it's only food, but we're gonna take a gander. Probably.
You know that. You don't know that.
I'm down.
Well,
So
I'm check because I'm after the good stuff.
the good stuff.
It's good to have nothing.
Goods always has goods, but it may not be the goods you're looking for.
Exactly.
Don't you look at me that way. That was good.
I'm definitely gonna have to open my own chain of okay shit. It's like the bins. There's a bunch of random boxes full of shit.
Meredith's mediocre. Mediocre Meredith's.
Meredith's mediocre merchant guild.
For a mediocre merchantry items.
God, we're special.
As you both... Goods, the biggest importer, exporter of goods in the land. Absolutely, Coda. That's correct. As you almost seamlessly blend in and follow in through the crowd of stream of people going to the northern district. Ba-da-ba-ba, ba-da-ba-da, ba-da-ba-da. Why is my... Why? No. There. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with my fucking shit. Towards the northern, what's known as Raven's Market. As you come across from, I'll say, this entrance right here, that's the little blue circle. That's the way that you came in.
Yeah.
And, motherfucker, come on. Hold on.
Holding.
My fucking... Something's glitching out on my fucking keyboard.
Can you imagine having like a stall like slash cart that's movable and just parking in front of every goods called okay shit and just start trying to outsell their shit?
I am here for this.
Oh my god.
That's where we came from.
Oh, great technical difficulties.
I actually saw a funny TikTok or post where they're like, I'm gonna open up a food truck for chicken and parked outside Chick-fil-A on Sundays and call it Side Chick.
Called Side Chick? Yes. As someone who lived in the South where there was a Chick-fil-A and it was always closed on Sundays, I was very mad. Because that was like the one day I could go get Chick-fil-A and it was never open. I think that's stupid.
This is always the one. Okay. I fixed it. I don't know what the fuck the issue was. Some shit spilled on my keyboard earlier, so I might have sticky keys. But it works now. Okay, cool. As you go into the Ravens Market, you notice tens and tens and hundreds of stalls, all lined along the edges and through different pathways, surrounding the giant fountain in the middle. And the fountain is of almost noble style, with pillars and insignia crests of the different houses and factions lining the rim of this fountain. Statuesques of swords and shields all adorning the entire structure where the water is pumping through, recycling back in. And then, almost as if there's a giant eyesore a couple yards away from this fountain, is a structure of hay. And I say structure of hay as in it is quite easily 60 to 70 feet tall. And it is a
Are we talking like...
It is a column of hay that seems to have a little door entrance on the bottom. And then up at the top, it almost expands out and branches out in giant tree limbs, almost like a crown. But there's also a little gap right below that said crown with iron bars and different twigs and branches intertwining to almost create a see-through area.
Like Salem witch trials, big old burning pile of wood. Like sacrifices.
Oh.
Annoying.
Okay.
Be careful, they may sacrifice inferior species.
Oh shit.
Through and in front of that giant hay column is a line. There is one almost clerical looking person holding up his left hand or his right hand. And whenever he holds up his right hand, they go into the stack of hay. It is quite...
Sorry, we lost you there. You need to restart. You froze up as you started your description.
Okay, you guys got me now?
I think so.
Okay. There is a line that looks like to be able to... That seemingly is a line to get into the giant hay column. But there's plenty of other merchants out there. There's games, there's party tricks, there's street performers, food stalls everywhere of different varying meats. Some meats you've never even heard of before. Games that you've seen at birthday parties or carnival style games to test your strength or test your endurance and dexterity for random little prizes. Where do y'all want to go first? Yep. Love it.
See, I want to check the merchants first to see if they have anything aside of food, or can I
aware of
perception
this?
or something to see if I could see anything aside of food.
Am I out of my room? Can I leave?
Huh?
Yes. I'm sorry, my shit fucking bugged out again. Cool. Bonfire party. That's right. And we're back.
Pagan rituals. Okay, no, as long as I was just curious, because I know I went to my room, but if everybody's having a party without me, especially involving fire,
yes,
I feel like I'm...
Hold on.
I feel like I'm missing out. Holding.
I was heading back to the inn.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
And they haven't seen me?
They did not see you, but Inari will see you as she's coming out of the inn.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they're at the Ravens Market and they're heading towards that fire I was just told not to go to.
Technically, there is no fire. It is just a giant bundle of hay. A giant column, multiple stories tall of hay. There is no actual
There's
fire.
no fire yet.
There is no fire at the moment.
Okay. But I'm seeing Inari.
Yes, you see Inari.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
yes, I heard you about the merchant's shadow.
Okay.
When you get closer to some of the merchants, they're selling more jewels, more pendants, some magic items.
Oh, magic items. Wait.
Kind of pendants and rings. Stuff that can very easily be traveled and fetched for a high price. Some of them sell armors, but as you look at most of the armors, none of them really... They're more ornate, they're more showpieces than they are practicality of what you're looking for.
They suck.
A lot of...
Any
For
of
you,
these
for
pendants and
you.
rings have some magic attributes that we can
You
use?
just
I don't even know.
pick a stall and we'll go from there.
Let's go to that. Let's see the amulets and.
So the amulets and rings, a woman with a tight corset and her brown hair comes up in a giant wave over her head. She's like, "Oh, you've taken a liking to my rings and my pendants and all some of my magical inquiries. What can I help you with?" And there's a small crowd around her, and several people are helping her. And people are pulling out jewelry, pointing through past the little stall that she's made, and asking like, "Oh, what's this?" And some of the items are clearly labeled magically imbued, while most of them are just plain old rings and pendants.
Can I roll Arcana to see what type of magical items there are?
For the Arcana roll, it is only to decipher if there is magic or not if there is magic or not present, not to decipher the type of magic.
Okay. So, but she's already stating that they are magical.
Correct.
How many items are on the magical table?
There are 6 rings and 3 pendants.
Can I? Okay, identify. Can I identify at least 2 of them?
Do you have to physically touch the item to identify?
Yeah. So I was just gonna be like, oh, can I take a look at the just 2 random ones?
Sure. She'll hand you 1 ring and 1 of the pendants. And as she does, she'll say this ring specifically, and it's a little steel ring with a tiny ruby embedded into it. And she said, "This is..." What?
Nothing.
Okay.
Not muted. My bad.
No, it's okay. This is a ring of long travels. Wearing this, you will never get feet blisters or blisters on your heels, cracked feet, and you will always have soft, smooth feet. The pendant, on the other hand, is a pendant of virtue. It will help you communicate your inner feelings toward loved ones or towards your friends.
Do you have anything more useful?
Anything else?
Yeah, so something less for your day-to-day life in a village, and something more
Adventure.
practical in an adventurous type way. I understand the ring can be practical, but I'm not afraid of athlete's foot. So
What's up?
anything that can help me out.
Oh,
Maybe something
Play-Doh?
to communicate with my deity, or something to just help me in general, I guess, rather than... The ring is on the right track. Something a little better than that.
No, I wasn't. I said hi, and then I muted.
Hmm?
That's fine. I need to adjust my audio settings whenever I get in game.
Uno momento.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be nice if we could get a ring of self-revive.
No.
Not in this Hoboken town.
We kind of need those right now, bro. We forward the boat.
Oh, and it did that?
Who's we?
You mean we only? We're on team. There's no I.
If you're dyslexic, there is.
I
Yeah,
know.
that could be possible.
That's all that matters.
Um.
Oh, it's a little mini game. Oh, how cute. No, I didn't.
As of right now, no. That's all your.
So all her rings and pendants do the same thing?
They're kind of the only real difference that she has is she does have a ring of truth telling, and that's like
so the wearer tells the truth, or does the other person, or does it compel someone to tell the truth to help you guide?
While wearing this ring, you have an advantage on wisdom or insight checks to determine whether someone is lying to you.
I mean, my insight's 0, so I mean, I guess that's good. How much is the ring of truth telling?
The ring of truth telling is going to be 3 gold, since it is.
Yeah,
it's a little hard to come by. There's a couple out there, but there's not many to go around.
I'll take it. Do you also happen to have like jewel crafter's tools?
I think I could spare a set.
Yeah, I'll take that too, if you don't mind.
That'll be 1 silver, because she'll show you the set, and it's all the fine jewel crafter sets of everything she would need to open up your own stall. And she says, "Thank you very much, good sir." And it does require attunement, so you have to wear the ring for 10 minutes and focus upon attuning.
Yeah, I'll just do it tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Before bed. Is that an actual thing?
You can put it on. You can put it on, and as you have it worn, in about 10 minutes, it will attune to you.
Yeah, before I put it on, I do want to cast. Just identify on, just to make sure.
It is indeed magical in sense.
No. So it lets me tell you how to use it and if there's anything. Yeah.
You just.
I want to make sure it is what it is.
Yes, you just wear it upon your body after attunement, and it is indeed, in fact, a ring of truth telling.
Okay. I don't. Like I would get something, like the tricks that people play, random shit.
Yep, fair enough.
Of course, as a DD.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
Anything else for you guys?
There's no more. The only good thing there was, he already bought it. So.
Mm-hmm.
What's the other stalls around?
Food stalls, carnival game style stuff.
What kind of food stalls? I'm technically there. What kind? Well, I assume I've walked all the way there.
Yeah, I would assume at this point everyone else is there as well.
Yeah, did Igor show up too?
You saw Igor as you left, and
yeah, but is he back at the end?
No, Igor, did you follow Inari, or did you go back to the end?
I'm not entirely sure, honestly. I was under the impression that it was late. There's gonna be a fire, and we should probably stay kind of low.
Oh, I should restart.
So like Igor kind of wants to stay low, but I mean, we can hang out. I guess we can go to the main town. Yeah. I think I'll join.
Okay, so Inari, you will join. You will see the. You'll see the plaza and all the stalls and everything else. As you walk through and see some more of the food vendor stalls, you will see Dennis and Bartholomew at a jewelry stall. One of the stalls that catches your nostrils, so to speak, is a stall selling meat on skewers and these weird dough buns that seem to be simmering in these almost bamboo baskets.
That sounds good. Dang it. I ate food like an hour ago. Now I'm actually hungry. This is stupid.
You're
Okay.
welcome.
Can I? I'm gonna inquire about them. What is the bread?
He's
What is the
like-
pastry? Is it pastry like bread?
It's a bread. And he's like, and he's just generic phrase. Get your hot food, hot food. We got your salamander skewers and your salamander buns. As you look at the meat, it's not actual salamanders. It's like a chunk section of the tail of like an actual big chunk. He's like, freshly caught today.
We will.
It smelled really good. I'm gonna walk away
No,
though.
it's still good.
Sorry,
You get closer and the spices hit your nose, and it's just tantalizing enough to make your mouth water.
Okay, fair enough.
Are we more together now, or
Yeah,
no?
y'all are like 30 feet apart.
I will take a skewer and a single little like dough bun.
And he'll be like, "Oh, two deal? All right, 5 copper for both."
5 copper. I got you.
He picks up the skewer and hands it over the stall to you, and then with the bun, he takes a piece of cloth and a ladle and kind of scoops the bun up and puts the bun in the cloth and hands it to you.
Yay.
The bun is hot.
I would rather.
It is
strange fucking food.
Uh-huh.
In the cart the entire
Hot potato.
Hot potato.
Since we
Potato,
finished
potato.
the store, I think we see Igor. He's like,
Yes, you do see Igor standing
Right. We head that
and
way.
waiting at a stall.
We head that way then. Once I arrive, I'll let the guys know that there's no potions nowhere to be found, and any armor or any weapons or any shops will be open after the festival, which is 2-3 days. I'm not sure.
You're not the first person to say that.
Igor, can you roll perception for me, please?
Perception?
Yes.
Can we play?
I ain't no shit.
You notice the line. You notice that the line for
No.
the giant hay column, seems to be
I'm
diminishing.
very bad. So.
Like the line's getting shorter and shorter. For this
Hey,
like hay lookout.
I'm bad.
Maybe, guys, I met an old friend in town. We're all together, right? Correct.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
I think I
I
did
met an
okay
old friend in town.
My first match. I just, got
He
lucky and purposely
was
died
closing up
because I
shop,
wanted to
and
eat
it
food.
seemed like he
Wait, where's
he was giving me a bit of a heads up about, I'm assuming, this fire or this hay stack of hay is turning into a some form of sacrificial offering to a deity for the harvest. And it seems like the people here truly want to give them the fullest form of worship as possible. To a point where if you're not pure, there may be some form of issues.
What colonizes pure?
I didn't ask, and I don't want to find out. Finding out means that I have the potential of not being pure.
That's
And
true.
by the looks of it, this looks like it's going to be a some form of sacrificial fire. That's a guess. That's a guess. I don't know if I would actually know that.
Not sacrificial racism.
I don't know. It just seemed like they
I don't want it.
have a lot going on, but
What do you
I'm
mean
not
by
sure.
As
pure, though?
as
Like,
you
if somebody-
try to figure out how to explain it, you hear gong, gong of a bell ringing, and all the chitter and chatter of the square turns silent and looks towards the fountain. The line in front of the lookout, so to speak, is now gone. and this person, just a random, easy-looking guy, just generic as fuck, and he says, "Thank you all for coming." Just generic as fuck, says, "Thank you all for coming," and it's kicking off the festival of the harvest. And
How
he
easy
goes,
is he though?
"How easy? Don't know." He goes into this spiel about how this year's harvest was bountiful and plenty, and that with all of the mercantile trades that happened this year, the town has been prospering greater than ever. And he says, behind me is our tribute to the god of harvest and to the god of hay, as you all know, our biggest export to help raise growing villages around here. We do this in honor of the gods, and we do this as a blessing and as patronage for another bountiful year. And as he then turns, someone hands him a torch. Inari, roll me perception.
Oh dear God. Okay, hold on.
Oh my god, you scared me.
Give me like 5 seconds. My internet's being shit.
It's alright.
Okay. Making sure I have the right number to attach to it. A 13.
Okay. With the 13, you look up at the giant column of hay, and now with the evening light glinting off the top of the tower around the crown, you realize that what you thought was a lookout area now seems to be a staging area. And you see people in clothing squatted and sitting down all along the edge and the bars. And towards the back corner, you see Varen and Lilith. As the man with the torch says, "And this year we offer those that are impure in the eyes of the gods." And he throws the torch at the column. And within seconds, it starts to engulf in flames and shoots up towards the ceiling and into the sky, almost as if the crown of the thorns is burning, and you all hear the gasps and screams and struggles of about 40 people, including Varen and Lilith, as they are all burned alive within this column.
So does everybody know that it's Varen and Lilith? Or
No,
am
just
I
you.
the only one
Just
that
you.
knows? Okay. I'm the only one that can,
You're the only one
like,
that
that
saw
knows.
them.
Okay.
But
Okay.
but everyone does clearly hear there were people inside, and they were tribute.
I got attacked by a bunch of zombies. I said it multiple times.
After about 5 minutes of this happening, the screams go silent, and the stench of burning hay overwhelms y'all's nostrils with a little tinge of something else. Some of you can't put your finger on.
It's okay. Yeah, I went outside and then I ran straight
the man
into a
that threw the
horde.
torch stands up
And then I ran
on
back in,
the
so
ring of the fountain and yet again
it was
says,
probably
"Let
also
the festivities
Bartholomew.
continue for the harvest of hay." And everyone roars in a giant cheer around y'all.
So you know how most people have like an internal monologue, a series of thoughts that's helping them process what's going on.
Was it me or were there people screaming?
I don't have that. I have an internal.
Nobody.
They were screaming out of.
And this is what that looks like.
I heard like screaming of agony and people were like,
You sure? It
know,
wasn't
that's what
just
I'm-
screaming of joy.
I'm not sure. I'm short.
Cope.
I'm short, so
Cope.
I'm trying to stay positive.
They were
heard
happy
that.
screams.
Oh no, they definitely remind me of home.
Okay.
What do y'all do now?
How are you crouching and
I'm gonna.
Well, I got the sundial.
Fuck.
What time is it?
Fuck
Do
that.
any of these stalls have gems?
I'm going back to the tavern.
There's a couple.
I don't say a word. I stay quiet. I don't say a word. I go back to the tavern.
Would I notice? Because I probably wouldn't want to.
You would notice that Inari just kind of like wide-eyed, mouth agape, and then she just quickly, like, almost puts her hand over her mouth, turns and beelines straight for the tavern.
Me and my little pudgy legs. I don't run fast.
Every 4 steps is one of Igor's.
I could just easily just.
Yeah, you could.
I could. But
there's a couple
I learned not to
selling
do that
gems.
without permission.
There's a couple stalls selling gems, Dennis.
Okay, I just want to see if I can get some stuff off one.
Are you looking for like uncut raw or already?
Yeah, uncut raw is fine.
There's a couple stalls selling jewels. I'll say you can get a small coin purse of raw uncut jewels for about 3 to 4 gold pieces.
I'll spend the 4 gold.
And that'll be like 8. That'll be like 8 silver dollar size pieces of lower end jewels. Good to practice on.
Okay, that sounds good. There's like 8. You said about 8. Are they specific gems, or are they like the cheaper gems?
They're cheaper gems like jasper, amethyst, bloodstone. They still look pretty, but they're not precious gems like emerald, sapphire, rubies.
So you said jasper, amethyst,
bloodstone.
What, like opal?
Opal, yeah.
Also, okay, so that's 4. We'll just say 2 of each then.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, do you go back to the tavern afterwards?
Yes.
Okay. About 5 minutes after Inari and Igor get to the tavern, Dennis and Bartholomew show up. Do y'all go straight up to the room, or you sitting drinking at the bar? With Mr. Pretty
What time
Boy.
is it right now?
It's about 7. It's about 7:45. It's already the sun is setting.
Not early.
Pretty Boy Tiefling is slinging drinks at the bar. And he recognizes you all and is like, welcome back.
Hi.
Where do we go from here?
I still have my bread. I'm gonna go sit in a corner and eat my bread in peace. Strategically placed in a corner so that I can see doorways and things. I'm like backed into the corner so I can people watch.
You're at the very far end away from the bar.
I look at her and then I ask the guys, is something going on with Nari because she's acting kind of funny.
Understand. And I say in hushed tones, hushed enough that it's not like in like he can hear it, but he can hear it in a bar.
Yeah.
I say, you do understand. There were people in that haystack.
Yeah, that's why I asked, and nobody responded.
That wasn't the place nor the time to say.
Well, really?
It's probably still not the time nor the place, but maybe it affected them differently.
Yeah, I don't know why, because how many people we lost already?
I can tell you right now that that is not something that I would wish to watch again.
Bonfire
so
party.
Many crazy things in war.
So then you should know.
Actually, I do have a question, Unkle.
Okay.
Does this town? I'm assuming it has like a crafting district. Do they have a magic crafters district, or like somewhere in there where people naturally magically craft stuff?
Yes, but that would be closed down for the festival.
Cool. Something to look forward to after then.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And the festival ends in 2 days, right?
Correct.
Including today or excluding?
Excluding today, so everything will be reopened on the dawn of the third day for right now. And you have day 1, which is tomorrow, day 2, the day after, and then day 3, which is the following day.
Well, I have a beer. Well, are there any bars made aside of the guy that?
Just your general drink runners.
And the bar tavern full?
It's not full, but it's busy.
Can I roll a perception to see if I hear anybody talking, if they notice about people dying or anything?
You can try.
I mean, look how stunning these plants are. They're great low light plants, definitely on the beginner plant care list. And they are full of color. I love putting these in a bathroom.
You do not notice anything.
It's not just a plant. This plant tells a story.
I'm gonna make an intelligence check.
As this plant looks. This plant was my name.
Doing.
To see if I
He named him.
realize that Lilith and other ball is missing.
Well, then,
Kaylin.
Kaylin, yeah.
You can try. Go
I
ahead.
think I have a minus to this. I think I have a
you do.
flat roll actually. I don't even think it's a minus.
I think you have a flat.
Oh, but wait, if we go to the bedroom, wouldn't we find if he's missing because he was tied down in the bed?
No, he wasn't tied down in a bed.
I have a minus
No,
roll.
because he was there for part of the end of last session, so technically he was around.
17. Oh boy. You
Ooh.
notice
I had a
that
spark of inspiration.
that bulb went off bright.
Wait a second. It's quiet.
Lilith and Kaylin are nowhere to be seen.
Hey, not Shadow. Shadow's character.
Bartholomew.
Bart. Have you seen our other two friends? The dragon girl and the ranger.
The
And
ranger.
you hear
last
this,
I
Inari.
remember.
Mhm.
Last time I remember, the ranger dude, we left him upstairs because he was like stunned, and the dragon girl was chilling with Nari here. That's the last time I saw them.
I just picked up this plant from
Strange.
Garden Center. It's an aglaonema.
And Nari, is she close to us? Like she could hear us? Or
She's about 5 feet away from you guys in the corner, and you guys are kind of around her to make sure she's not alone.
Take out this little Costa Farms tag.
no? Lilith, last time I saw, Nari, wasn't Lilith with you earlier in the tavern?
She was. She went upstairs and disappeared at some point. I hadn't seen her. I was getting ready to go. I heard about all the events from somebody in the tavern and was interested in what was going on. And I know you and Dennis had left, so I was planning on coming out, and I walked back with Igor when he came back. That's the last time I saw her. I hadn't seen Kaylin either since.
See what we have going on here. Hey, Shadow.
So I decided to go upstairs. I'm going to check up on Caleb because that's the last time I know. Nobody else has seen him.
Okay.
Donkey.
I hear
Maybe
you.
they went
I hear.
out together. Maybe they just went out together.
Maybe.
I went upstairs.
You go upstairs and you open the penthouse. And as you open the door, just
So they're
gazing and looking around,
They're playing.
everything
I
seems to
want-
be
I died already.
everything seems to be in order and in check. You go and check Kaylin's room, where you left him T-posed face down.
Mm-hmm.
He's no longer there.
There's like a,
Yeah.
a whole ass order.
He's no longer there. The bed sheets are clearly in disarray, as if someone struggled. And then there's all of Kaylin's gear is also gone as well.
What type of check would that be? Investigate to see if something's happened?
Investigation.
Or investigation?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm the only one upstairs, right?
Correct.
Yeah, I would have stayed down.
Oh, let me do an investigation then. Wish I had guidance. Please. 18.
Oh, very nice.
Very
So,
nice.
with an 18, knowing that Kaylin was paralyzed, you see that the bed sheets are tossed and turned aside as if there was a small struggle. The bed is shifted, but there's no blood. But you see almost drag marks leading out of the room.
Okay.
And as you follow the drag marks, they go to the window. The 3rd-story window that you're up on.
That's crazy.
And they disappear out of the window.
There's no other things, details. Do I have to roll something to check if
No.
there's left a clue?
The only thing...
Or,
The only thing that you can kind of tell is there's a slight spot on the floor and on the windowsill that it looks like it's a little cold. Like someone used magic to freeze a part of it. And it's a little cold to the touch.
I think Wednesday is Dungeons.
Yeah, I don't know about
Seraphina to bed, so I should be available after
Yes, Waz,
9:15.
very hot. A struggle in the bedroom scene. Hey now, hey now.
and everybody's else gear, equipment is there, right? They only took his.
Yep, everyone else's stuff is there.
Okay.
Just
There's,
Lilith's stuff.
Lilith and his
And,
either there, right?
Kaylin's stuff is gone.
Oh. I grab my shield with my flail, go downstairs, let the guys know there was a struggle.
Someone
They have been
broke into
taken.
our room.
Guys,
Go ahead.
I'm huffing and puffing. Guys, Kanan's not there. It seems there was a struggle. And I don't know how, but all the drag marks and scratches and stuff went straight through the window. So somebody took our dear friend.
We have a... sorry. That was not going to be in character. We have a deer friend? I thought she was
Not
a
a-
dragon.
Yeah, the ranger, the one who talks to animals, the deer friend. Remember the guy who talks to bears? Our bear friend, you could call him that.
So he went out for a walk and he went out through the window?
No, there was a struggle.
Why didn't he just use the door?
There was a struggle. He was abducted, taken.
It's a zombie game.
He was paralyzed. Somebody dragged him around like a bamboo stick.
Fun.
Dennis? No, nobody? Nobody cares?
What happened?
I'm sorry.
I'm fucking Dennis can like laugh.
What I miss?
Who you?
Bartholomew came rushing down the. Bartholomew came rushing down the stairs with his shield and flail like at the ready. He's like, "Kaylin and Lilith have been taken. There's just obvious signs of struggle in the bedrooms and out the window, and drag marks around up to the windows and all. They've been abducted."
I mean,
Our
they've
dear
also been
friend.
toasted.
And Igor said, "Dear friend."
They also got a sunburn.
And there was ice involved. I don't know.
You don't know.
What happened
You don't
there?
know that.
What was the
You don't know that in
question?
character,
Sorry.
Piglet.
I was half listening.
I thought I was there when you said it. Like my character was at the.
Yeah, but Inari was the only one that noticed.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is something
Nobody knows
that
nothing.
Satan does.
Yeah.
That's why I'm in a.
That's why
I'm
he's in a
weapon-
panic.
Weapon more. I'm in panic weapon mode. We're gonna crush and kill people. So
Maybe
There was
they
some
had
cold-
a
there
needed
was
an
like a
argument.
I mean,
there was a
I mean,
cold
what-
substance out through the window, like cold,
Unless you
and on the
wanted
floor,
to.
like icy cold.
and when you looked through the window, did you see the perpetrator? Oh, that's too big of a word for me to know.
Yeah, that
That's
is.
a big word for you.
That's a big word for you,
Bad
Igor.
guy.
Big bad.
Did you see the
Purple trader.
assaultant?
Did you see the purple
No, that's not
trader?
too big. The bad guy.
Were you inspired again,
Did
Igor?
you see
Let me
the
find out.
assailant, the person who stole them, the thief, the kidnapper,
The
the
pur-
kidnapper?
The
Did you see the
purple trader?
kidnappers?
The purple trader?
The purple trader.
I didn't see nothing. All the gear, everything, and
What are
they're
you getting
both
from the
missing.
kitchen?
And like I said, there was a struggle.
Interesting.
You guys want to check to see if you want to investigate more information with me upstairs, or what are we gonna
I
do about
mean,
it?
you did a fantastic job, my friend.
Okay.
Pat
Yeah,
you on the
my
head.
investigations are not that great.
There you
My,
go.
my best
18,
is
bro.
to ask my god. and
Roll
That's
18, let me know how much is it.
I mean, I can ask my god again. Like commune with my deity.
Oh, you didn't set up no alarm in
So
there.
you
in
gonna
that
speak
room,
up there,
right?
Inari?
No, you don't.
I'm gonna sit in my corner and eat my bread.
Oh, we're not gonna say jack shit.
Can I do a religion
Fine.
check?
Do we?
Ask my god. Ducky.
Duncan?
You're trying to ask
Duncan.
your god?
Yeah.
I got 8.
Hey now. Roll religion.
18.
So, this is gonna be fun to play
Hey,
out.
what are you eating? From
None
the
of your
kitchen?
business. As
Damn,
you,
your god said none of your business. How do you feel?
No, not
Big ol'
that.
fuck you from the sky.
A big old fuck you. As you bend over the table and clasp your hands together and pray, you feel a tingle in the back of your head, Dennis, and the voice of your god comes through and says, I'll tell you, because this is a trick I wouldn't even play. And you get the flashes, like rapid flashing images of Kaylin being carried, T-posed out of the window.
Teapot?
T-pose, like Fortnite T-pose.
Home skill.
Home skill, it's fucking angled the arms out, being carried out of the window by these masked bandits, and Lilith is fighting some of these masked bandits with her hands encased in ice, trying to touch them and freeze them in place, but one of them takes their club and cracks her in the backside of the head and drags her body and tosses it out the window. And then it flashes to the next image of both of them bound and gagged in the column of hay, as it is then engulfed in fire, and they start screaming and being burned alive. Yes, Nick, you might have a beard one of these days, just like this.
It's probably gonna haunt my dreams for a while.
Yeah, that's gonna haunt your dreams for a while.
What was that the last image?
That was and your God saying, "I am sorry, but they are dead," confirming that like there's no happy ending here, bud. That's a trick that even I wouldn't play.
So I communed with my god. Yes, he's a trickster god, but he did say that's something they would never even do. He showed me images of them being essentially kidnapped, and then put into a column of hay, which was then set ablaze. They did not make it.
I was ready.
Our comrades were killed.
And if I wasn't my
I would say more like tortured at that point. Sacrifice.
Who it is, man? Don't you guys want to find out?
Well, I mean, if this is a, if they were a ritualistic sacrifice to the god of harvest,
That's not my god.
something we
I
could
don't
try to
care
find
about
out.
it.
Well, I mean, they could tell us the reason why if we investigate that. I mean, I didn't get any details on what the assailants looked like other than they were masked. So, I mean, that's our first point to start, I guess, if you want to investigate, is what's this all about? This ritual, this harvest festival? And if it's a common occurrence for people to be sacrificed, and who does the sacrificing?
So you want to like instigate, investigate, and ask questions to see if we
I
can find
mean,
details. If this is something that happens every year.
that's up to the group. I mean, I don't know.
Oh, the only thing I said, we need to buy gear and stuff, and it's gonna open in 2 days. So what else will we gonna do?
Igor, what's your take on this?
My take?
Yeah, what do you want to do?
God fucking damn it, there.
I know that
Finally.
a lot of times with the land, farmers tend to have a ritual at the beginning of a harvest season. My father used to take a knife and cut his hand open, leave some blood in the field as a form of offering for a fertile land, for a good harvest.
So blood
So,
sacrifice.
Blood offering.
yeah, this might be something very
I believe that you will keep me safe.
similar to that, but on a much grander scale. Maybe they're a much larger farming culture.
So you find it acceptable to sacrifice people?
I never said that.
No, I'm just asking.
But what I'm saying is, if this is the cultural norm of this town, who are we to come in and say, hey, you're doing this wrong?
I understand that, but they were both our comrades, though. Or you don't care about that?
Incredibly rude.
I don't think it's a lack of caring.
That's rude.
That's the problem.
It's,
Clearly,
yeah,
we
it's
all
not.
cared
Oh
about
my
them.
God, you
So
scared
clearly
me.
we all cared about them. The problem here isn't that we don't care. The problem is that they're dead. There's nothing we can do to bring them back. And quite frankly, like you said, there's no point in coming in and messing with an entire system that's been set up long before we were here. The idea that we could just come in and upheaval an entire generation of tradition because 2 people died that meant something to us is not probably our smartest decision. We were 6, now we're 4. I hate to be Debbie Downer over here, bearer of bad news, but we're not gonna fight or win a fight against an entire town over 2 dead people.
So what you gonna do? So you'll wait until each of us are dead, one by one, until you're alone, just because you think you can't do nothing about it?
No, that's not what I'm saying. What
That's
I'm
kind of
saying
what you're
is,
saying. You're saying, oh, there's only 2 people that just died.
who
and
are we
can't do
going to
nothing about
enact
it.
this revenge on? Who are we going to run down
Well, we
and
could
kill?
find out than just sitting down and say, oh, give up and twiddle our thumbs on our assholes.
Who the hell is twiddling their asshole?
I don't know, bro.
So, I mean, the only questions I would have about it is it normal for outsiders to be sacrificed, or isn't it normally like the townspeople themselves who usually offer up a sacrifice of their own? So, my only thought process is what was the reason they were chosen? Not to start a fight or anything, but I guess to get some answers.
They are impure.
So we just chill out
Like-
here.
Like virgin or thoughts, actions.
That was left.
The question, like, how can they been impure? They just got here. Like, how can they
That
investigate
was
it?
left ambiguous. Yet again, there I am with a big word that he wouldn't know. That was left
Me.
unexplained.
My Discord's being shit for some reason. It's
Okay,
not letting me
so
have
then I guess the
open.
only question I have is for the other two, for Inari and Igor, is it something you want to pursue to get answers, or are we just gonna leave it be?
Well, they can hear you.
Like, what is the next step? Because I don't mind either way. I like I said, I mean, I want to forge those friendships, but I did also just meet you guys. So it's up to a group decision, I think, if it's something we want to move forward with or not, if we want to see why or not.
Okay. Oh my god.
And I'm pretty much like a non-voting party, so it's out of 3
We're literally
because
right
it's
outside.
doesn't bother me either way. It's just I want to know what everybody wants to do.
It sucks that they're gone. It sucks that they were claimed as unpure. We're not gonna get our vengeance, and that's that.
Okay.
But y'all are curious as to why they were
Well,
selected
if you
and
hit that
who did the
guy
selection.
with the fire department, that thing
I
will
wonder
explode on his
if we
back-
should
on his
hold
back.
off until the end of this festival to find that out.
It's-
For our own safety.
Well, is it since your friend told you something about it? Is it possible you could talk to him? Probably knows have more knowledge. He is your friend, isn't he?
He's an old acquaintance.
Yeah.
I wouldn't really consider him a friend, but at the same time, he is the closest thing to my.
Oh, where'd you
He's
go?
the closest thing to
Yeah,
camaraderie, as you know.
Oh, got it.
yeah. I was role playing there, Dunkle. I
I'm
was
sorry,
trying not
sorry.
to. I was trying not to say family. You know.
You know
That's
what? I will. Since you have experience in this type of, I don't know if you want to say ritual or this culture-ish type thing, I will default to whatever you think is best.
Okay.
I don't
Igor.
have any.
Well, you said your father did blood.
Not
So I mean,
really. It was just he cut his hand, put the blood on the field, and called it a day.
Mhm.
Called it a season. He would then drink until he would pass out in the middle of the night.
It's almost like giving back.
Ow!
You're taking something from the land. It's almost like giving something back in return for what you're receiving
Well,
from the
that
land.
definitely hurt.
Yes.
okay, yeah, I'll I'm undecided, so it's whatever the group decides to do.
So let's go round
He's out of my
table.
wheelhouse.
I'm fine with finding out after the festival.
Look at all those frogs
I
down
don't
there.
necessarily
Look at 'em.
need to find out right now. We
Yeah, I
can-
mean, and also right now people are probably drunk, so
well, even tomorrow. Tomorrow's the 3rd day of the festival.
Tomorrow's the 2nd day of the festival.
I thought they will stay here for 3
So,
days.
yeah, tomorrow's the 2nd day of the festival, so we need to take some time, and I'm sure that if we observe and just wait, things will uncover themselves.
I doubt it.
Inari?
I'm with Igor.
You.
I think we should probably wait until after this all blows over.
yeah,
If
okay.
not, wait until yeah. I'm not looking to pick a bigger fight than we've already picked, clearly.
With a duck.
With a goose and
And we haven't seen any sign of the goose here.
Yeah.
No
yeah,
goose
but I
tracks.
mean, still picking. I mean, somehow 2 of our people have died. I don't want to pick any more fights for the evening, whether intentional or unintentional.
Okay. I'll set an alarm spell on the room every night just to make sure we're safe while we sleep.
I was going.
That's wise.
How do I check my
I don't
health
find
again?
this acceptable at all. But
Oh, okay.
It-
I'm not full health again.
And I don't think anybody here disagrees with that
Oh,
point of view.
no.
remember, I'm short. My point of view is kind of accurate.
Yeah, so is she. She just doesn't have a beard to go with it.
Okay, so I guess consensus is we'll wait till after the festival to do some investigating.
Here comes the beer.
Oh my god.
I need to do a beard wheel too.
There you go. There's the beer.
Ha!
I gotta walk.
Oh, it's got my coordinate. Okay, never mind. I can't do that with my
Ah.
coordinate.
Oh, no, no.
I was trying. I feel left out of this beard-free zone.
This beard-free zone. Well, no, Waz doesn't have a beard. Also,
Oh, Waz is
I
here.
don't have
That's
a
right.
beard.
She's really
Yeah.
quiet.
that's because she's muted on
I
her
don't have
headset.
a beard. I just have a mustache.
I don't have either. Oh. No. Well, Bart does, but eh.
And I've got my
So
bristle
we
brush.
just gonna chill for 2 days.
I got one of them.
Then?
Hold on, you go see if
then try
I
to
don't know.
figure
Chill
out-
is the word I was thinking. But
Yeah.
Keep. Well,
Brew.
I mean,
Brew.
absorb.
Bide our
Faster.
time.
Brew.
Yeah,
Or-
because remember, you said that there's ice in our room for some reason.
Well,
Well, there was fight. It was
no,
Lilith.
yeah. Through Dennis
That's what-
in his quote visions, he has said that it's Lilith's chill touch that froze portion of the rooms, and it was defrosting.
There was something recent. Oh, hold on.
Yeah, you're gonna have to get a brush as well.
I actually don't have a brush. I don't take care of my beard very well.
I need
Beard,
mine.
why?
I need mine shaped. I need it shaped and trimmed.
That's fine.
Same. I just need to cut down here and then line that up.
Okay. So we all decided.
It's pretty nice underneath.
We're just gonna kill you. That's all we're gonna do.
We don't
Just
kill
stab
me.
you.
Okay.
Just stab you.
It is.
We're gonna sacrifice you to the blood gods.
You know
So
what?
silky smooth.
So what I did is I just grabbed my shield and slammed it on the table, okay, and went back upstairs. I'm
You
going
see
to
what I did there, Dunkle? You like
No, I didn't see. What did you do?
You know,
it? I said we're gonna sacrifice you to the blood gods.
Oh, that, yeah. I was like, yes, we're going to the blood gods. Yes. Absolutely. Pure intentions. Pure intentions. Yes.
You heard what I said, Dunkle?
Uh-huh.
What did I say, Dunkle?
You're going to start drinking.
No, I did not say that.
What did you say?
you're welcome.
I said since you guys decided, I was kind of angry and I just slammed my shield on the table. I'm just going upstairs. I'll talk to you guys later.
Okay.
Good night, Grumpy. See you in the morning.
Hopefully you're not missing again.
It seems like your anger's taller than you.
Throw something else.
I don't know how
I
you
mean,
guys do it.
you are an individual. You can do whatever you want on your own.
Throws
too.
a random lantern over at Igor. Shut up!
Listen, I think it's time to start the drinking.
Start the drinking.
Start the drinking.
I hear they have.
Yeah.
What
One
is
thing
it?
I should be.
Horse
Should I be
cow?
should I be a dick and just close the door since I'm the
Cow.
one who has the key?
What was it?
Lockpicking, and Igor has a foot.
You will break the foot.
I'm just gonna throw you through it the next day, or we can just get the
You throw-
bartender.
The bartender.
The
He kicks down
bartender
The door,
has-
then we gotta pay massive bills.
No, we're not gonna throw the bartender. We're just gonna go get the bartender and say, hey,
I have a med
our roommate's being a dickhead.
Why did I have a flash of like Toy Story? Use your head. Don't use my head.
I don't.
So, with Bartholomew excusing himself,
I don't use it.
excusing himself for the night, Igor, Inari, and Dennis are still downstairs. Inari nibbling on her big loaf of bread like a mouse still, trying to both process and
Every time I use it, you're like,
PTSD
no, don't
block
use
out
it.
some of
Then
the
whenever I use
specific scenarios of sounds,
Then
smells,
you know what?
and
You tell me whenever I
sights
use my
that she saw
gun,
this
and I'll
evening.
use it. Don't-
Dude, burning flesh does not smell good, in case you're wondering.
Dude, sweetheart, trust me, I know
No.
that exact smell. I've had to pull a few
Big
people
no.
out of fires
Big no
before.
for me.
Oh, that's right. You were a firefighter. Okay.
Yep.
See, that makes more sense to you. I was like,
Yeah.
I lived near
know.
a crematorium for a hot minute.
Well, I know that exact smell, and it's not pretty. Call them crispy critters.
Chicken wing, chicken wing.
Chicken wing, hot dog and bologna, chicken and macaroni. Waz is actually
My homie.
Waz is actually the one that introduced that song to me, and it was stuck in my head for like 3 days. I'm out of that generation.
You're
think
acting
also-
like I'm fucking 15 years old, Duncan.
No!
You're 3 years older than me. Get a fucking grip.
No, that's not what I was saying. That's not what I was
You
saying.
said, and I quote, "That's out of my generation." I'm in your fucking generation, Duncan.
I forget. I
forget.
forget.
Well, it depends.
the
Were you
pr-
born in
it's-
97? Because if you were
No.
born in
No.
97, you're out of... No.
No, she was born
I
in
was
95.
born in 94.
I'm staying right
I thought it was
92.
95.
Wow, Duncan.
94.
Damn,
I'm
me is
sorry.
the only one not in our generation.
Hmm.
Actually,
sorry,
you know
no,
what?
Shadow-
You know what?
Shadow is.
Shadow's
Shadow's
actually
in his
not
own
either.
generation.
Shadow's in
in
the generation before us.
Shadow's,
Okay. He's
yeah,
a baby boomer.
no, Shadow's a Gen X.
Okay.
I'm Gen X.
Yeah, Shadow's Gen X. We're all millennials. Mia is
Yeah, it
Gen
shows.
Z. Girl! Lower your voice. Lower
With the
your
Gen Z
voice.
attitude.
Jeez. Guys, I was raised by millennial parents. I'm like the least Gen X or Gen Z person I know.
So, do y'all all retreat? Do y'all retreat for the
I'm going
night?
to bed, guys. I'll talk to you later.
Good night.
Good night.
Bye, Waz.
Arrivederci.
Bye, Wally.
I'm gonna stay where I am. I don't know that I want to go back to the room yet.
Gotcha.
Okay. Do you need...
Gotta go to
What do we need to,
sleep
like,
before Igor
how do we
starts
wanna-
snoring.
Do you want to go to sleep? Do you want to keep drinking? You want to hold someone hostage and be like, tell me about the harvest?
Shit.
Maybe.
I'm not drinking. I'm eating bread. Can I try some of my salamander bread? Igor?
Yes.
Salamander
Can I try
bread?
some of
Um,
It's
so
salamander
it's
bread.
it looks like very soft, doughy, almost bun, and as she breaks it apart very, very easily, it squishes in her hand and it rips apart, and it looks like the little chunks of salamander meat been stewed in some kind of sauce and then stuffed in the middle of it like a pocket. Think of it
I'll
like
take a bit of it.
out of game.
Then I'll
Think
put
of
it
it like
to
a
my
bao
nose.
bun.
Yeah, I'll take...
Okay.
I'll smell it before I
It's-
put it in my mouth.
It smells. It smells rich.
No.
Sorry.
I'm not took a quick sniff out of it.
Bad mind.
I'm just
Let me
concerned.
sniff your bread.
But yeah, I'll smell it a little bit, and then I'll taste it.
It smells very spice-filled, with different herbs and spice blends, and very savory. As you take a bite of the half that Inari gave you, the soft bread melts into your mouth and it's almost pasting-like. Smushes down and melds and mixes in with the finely chopped bits of meat. That it tastes like chicken, but it's not, and it's gamier and a little bit more rich in depth of flavor. The onions and the other herbs and spices warm your belly and your mouth as you eat it and as you swallow it, and it makes you wanting another bite or a drink to chase it afterwards.
I'm too attractive to die.
I'm curious about this. I'll just drink the thing I have in front of
You want
me.
me to use my gun?
And you do, and it is still delicious.
Well, I'm also.
And then your skewered
not to die.
meat as well is the same kind of meat inside this bun, and it is still just as delicious
I was
and
trying
just
to
as
toggle to
savory
it.
as the meat inside the bun.
Are you joking?
Makes you want to drink.
I am also out of ammo now.
Nice.
I'm a really bad shot.
Should it require me to go up to the bar?
Yeah.
Ugh, fuck,
If
okay.
you want to get a drink, you can go up to the bar.
did.
Or you can take a swig of your little canteen, whatever you want to do.
Oh, I do technically have a canteen on me. I kind of forgot I had that. Not gonna lie. I think I do anyway. Hold on. I do. Gotta remember what I get. Okay, I'm gonna take a drink out of that. I don't want any alcohol.
Just have a +5 to Constitution. No big deal.
Yeah, no big deal. No. Drown. So, as you go up to the bar, the tiefling acknowledges you and says, 1 second. Igor, you're then left with Dennis, and Dennis at your little spot. Is there anything you want to say to him or talk to him about?
No, I'm just chilling.
Is there something I should say to him?
Mm.
Oh. Not really. But this inconspicuous, another big word I wouldn't know. This uncertain meat got me confused.
Uncertainty.
It.
Not sure feeling.
I'm just hoping that it is salamander and not human.
Ooh, that would. After a little bit, after like a minute or two, you all see Inari without a drink in her hand, squeeze between the crowds and like almost cartoonishly like try to tiptoe her way to the door.
Like upstairs or out?
No, out.
The...
She's like doing this number. And try to tiptoe her way, very obviously sneaky, to the door.
God, fuck those stealth rolls.
Yeah.
Hey, do you care about her leaving?
And then like a minute
I
later.
just don't want to be around people.
I mean, if she's going upstairs, I think we should follow her. We don't
No,
need
she's
another
going
missing
out.
situation.
She's going out the front door.
Yeah.
I'm going outside. I'm going bye-bye. I'm walking away and attempted to walk away unnoticed. I'm over here doing a Scooby-Doo number like, they can't see me.
I want her to run away again.
Walk this lonely road.
I'm gonna just, hey, where are you going?
My first time.
Dennis calls out to you, Inari.
To be around less people.
I mean, that's...
Can I yell across? Do I want to yell across the bar?
You can.
I don't been caught.
You
A
just,
little faster.
you just kind
To
of.
be where there's less people.
You kind of just do this number.
You got it.
What do you want to do, Igor? Should we just let her go? I mean, she's her own person, but...
She said less people. Her
yeah,
call.
I mean...
He wants to be the one that goes out there and gets halfling napped. She can be the one that gets
halfling napped.
Okay.
Half napped.
Don't go too far.
That's
Bye.
fair. I deserve that. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Be safe. Make sure you're back in before the streetlights
Thanks,
come on.
guys. It's 10 o'clock. Do you know where your kids are? 10 p.m.
Fuck no. As long as they ain't in jail.
Yeah, we know.
So, Inari, you walk out, tiptoeing out of the bar, trying to still be sneaky. And
I tried.
Where do we
I
go
didn't
from
want to
here?
alarm anybody. Here I go, alarm everybody.
There was quite more drunk people still being celebrating. The town illuminated by the giant column of hay, very clearly casting light upon all the houses and businesses of the city. A lot of people are then sloshing their drinks, clapping for cheer. The farmers especially seem to be very happy about how everything went. The merchants are shutting down their shops and grabbing their own canteens and bottles as well, and everyone is just starting to just be merry. Yes, I will say right around the corner from where you're at is a small, like, the little gap of open field between the tavern and the edge of the wall for the city. Then you will be able to do so.
Okay.
Igor, Dennis, what are we doing, boys?
What do you think? Should we stay up and wait for them to come back?
You heard?
Hmm.
You said them.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I just tend to use that generally.
I mean, we probably should. I mean, we have two options here: tail her, or just wait. I feel like we should just wait. She's a grown little person.
She's a grown little person.
I hope she just knows we won't be able to rescue her this time.
I mean, my only problem is with the disappearance of two of our friends right now, and their death.
We might have a target on our backs.
No, that's not my thought. My thought is, who's to say that she's not the next?
I mean, I lived one.
So, I mean, it's your call. You wanna?
Like that's pretty good odds.
I don't feel like we need to follow them.
Oh.
Okay.
But
yeah, we can stay up. Just chill. Probably not get too drunk. I don't drink myself, but we can hang out.
yeah,
So then
we can hang out. We can play sticks,
you can play sticks.
and I teach you how to play sticks.
Mm-hmm.
And I lose every game.
Because math is hard.
Oh no. Why do you sleep on the floor, Wayne?
I go, wait, what?
Oh. So, Inari, you do the thing
Is there like a reason
that you said
Does it help your back?
amidst a bunch of strange looks.
Also, why did you change your name?
A bunch of people seeing you do that and lay that down, a little bit confused as to why, but no one approaches you about it.
And I wasn't even on Discord.
Head back to the tavern.
Yes. Ooh woo.
Okay.
So, about 15 minutes later, as both Igor and Dennis are wrist deep in a game of sticks, you then look over and they haven't moved, but they're slapping each other's fingers with their fingers with a drink next to them, and they're just hitting their hands together and just slapping fingers at each other.
I changed it to Rain Wolf. I didn't put like Sir Rain Wolf. It was opium whenever I saw it.
I don't know.
Who's winning?
I don't know.
I don't.
I'm not talking to you.
I'm winning. I'm always winning.
Yeah, you good
And
at
you can
math?
see a tear coming down my face a little bit.
I'm good at winning.
I'm proud of you. Really, I am.
Yes.
You changed your name to opium, and I changed it back.
I'm gonna go to bed.
Mm-hmm.
All right, glad to see you
Y'all
back.
later.
Well,
But it was
we'll
open.
see you.
She then goes upstairs to her own little room. Do you cry
Well,
yourself to
the
sleep?
room.
I'm trying to make it not seem like we were waiting for her.
Are we waiting on
Yeah.
somebody
That's
else?
the main thing.
Yes.
Oh,
So
is
that's
she
what
back?
I'll do. If you want to go up, I'll say in hushed tones. If you want to go up, you can go up, but I don't want it to be like.
Well, I don't
Super
know.
Evident
obvious.
that we're-
Nah, I mean, I gotta make sure we have at least 8 hours for my spell to last. So, whatever wake up time is, 8 hours before then is probably when I'll head up.
8 hours.
I want to make sure.
You'd have about another hour before
Yeah, I
that.
don't know that this is.
Yeah,
11
I
11
think
to
I'll put another
7.
hour and then go
11
up.
to
This
7.
is already past my bedtime. The sun's down. I should be in bed.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I grew up sun up
I
to
only
sundown,
have so much more time
and in the
before I
dark
have
it's
to
just
go to
bedtime.
bed,
That's
though.
how I
I'm
was.
cool with waiting,
That's
like,
how I
10
was raised.
minutes for
Ooh,
AJ,
I mean,
AJ still has
So,
that.
do you want to just wait that hour and then head up? So you don't
Like,
seem too
either
suspicious?
It doesn't even have to be a full hour. It could be half an hour.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds good.
It could be when I finish this drink, right?
Uh-huh. So eventually, you all
Yeah.
go up. Dennis casts alarm, and you all go to sleep. It is the dawn of the second day of the festival. You all wake up a little bit later than normal, so it's about 8 o'clock at this point.
Shit, I'm awake already because I was going to sleep early.
Mm-hmm. Bart, you wake up at about 7:30. Just enough to get the last little bit of sunrise. Do you wish to do a prayer or anything else prior to leaving your little room?
I can't do a prayer. Igor's snoring too loud. I went downstairs to see if there's any
Beautiful.
big ass giant.
Lots of wind passes through those nostrils.
Yeah, every time he breathes in, it feels like he wanted to take me in.
The bed skirts kind of lift up and flutter a little bit.
Yeah. Now I'm thinking. No,
Hey,
so-
I'm not that big. I'm like 7'2" or something.
Yeah, and you know how big I am? I'm like 4'9", I think, or 5, something like that.
I have an Inari in your size between my height and your height.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, I just decided to go downstairs.
Wait.
see if there's
How
any-
tall are you two together? Put together.
7.
No, she's only like 2'10".
No,
And I'm 5.
I'm 2'11".
Oh,
Yeah, I'm 2'11".
So
That's what I'm
you're-
saying.
Oh,
Like
so
8.
we're
Like
yeah,
8
both
almost.
Like-
of you on top of each other are like 3 inches shorter than
No,
Igor.
3 inches taller.
3 inches taller than Igor.
he's just
No,
taller
no,
than
no,
Igor.
no, not
shorter.
3 inches taller.
Hey,
No, I'm 7'2".
He's four-
Together,
he's-
they're 7'11".
No,
Yeah, we taller.
He's 4'10". She's 4'11". She's 2'10". 4'6". Yeah, you're a couple inches. They're a couple inches taller than you. But that's like
Yeah.
but just barely.
just
That's if I'm
barely.
even willing to get on that man's shoulders, which is probably a hard no.
Ooh.
Negative on that one.
He doesn't
What are
look
you
the most sturdy.
Anyway,
He
sorry.
drinks too
It's
much.
alright. Everyone
Hey.
then wakes up on their own time and goes downstairs, where Bartholomew is sitting there with his breakfast. Do you try to grab the morning paper?
The morning paper?
Yeah, there is a morning paper.
What's the name of the paper?
What's the name
What's
of
the
it?
name of the
Good,
paper?
good, goody good.
No.
Or news.
No.
Generic news. Generic town news.
Incellius, the Incellius informative. The Incellius informative. It is the global news.
I'll grab it. Anything interesting?
You see that as when the main big story.
Local barmaids go on strike.
In the front page news, you read that the Emerald Dragon Trading Company
Oh my god.
has now sealed the deal with the wind-backed Dutchman's trading company and has bought them out to where the to where the Emerald Dragon Trading Company now is in charge of and owns 65% of all trading routes and main ports within the known continent of Incellius.
Well, I found rain first, best friend.
It is the captain of this supposed flying group of people Sparrowjack?
No. It's cute, but no.
But I'm so confused. What? I don't know any of those words.
No. You just, it looks like a game of Scrabble to you.
What is a... I know what trade is, and I know what a route is.
Any other news?
Yes. The...
Local barmaid's gone strike.
No. There is to be a ceremony in 1 month. A ceremony in 1 month. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba.
It's a remaster.
No. No.
It's a...
Ha ha ha. Where is... Wait. Oh, there it is. There it is. There's the fucker. Right there. In 1 month's time, there is to be a celebration in the western part of the Republic of Alania. I had to look that up just to be sure. There is to be a public celebration for the groups of adventurers that had cleared dungeons in the past 3 months. And again, you see a group named Wakai as one of the group names that have, and the party members of that group that have cleared a dungeon. You've seen that name once or twice now.
Thank you.
And also in the capital of Alania, you hear about the Great Wind Races, which, with a little further reading, is a boat race of who can race across the strait, which is a 2-week trip normally. Who can race across the strait to the other part of the continent and back the fastest. And that usually lasts 3 days. That'll be... And that's also in the same time in a month. Besides that, rantings, ravings, astrology projections, travel routes, kind of closed down or information. Nothing of like major news that affects you guys for where you're currently at.
Right.
Yes.
Alright, so me eating my breakfast. Everybody here eating breakfast. I read there was nothing interesting to report back to you guys. I guess I'll wait for the guys to sit down the table where they could eat breakfast where we could talk, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Is there the equivalent to coffee?
There is coffee.
Fuck yeah, I'm getting coffee.
Coffee.
I don't talk until I've had my coffee.
Coffee. There is a section in the newspaper. It's called the Lord's Words, and it is about the collective Grand Marquis, or the ruler of. Fuck! I had this.
Oh no!
Picked out. I had this picked out earlier. For stupid reasons like this. He is considered the, quote, ruler or king of Incellius, and he lives within the capital of Capriciatia? Capriticia.
No, best friend, don't leave.
I believe in you.
Scared.
Yeah, Capriticia. I tried. And
I know big words are hard.
yeah, that one's a little hard. Not gonna lie.
He may have
And he has said that he wants to.
I don't know. I don't have any.
He wants to work on spreading general education to the farther regions of the continent, along with dispelling rumors of corruption within his ranks and courts. So he's Jesus fuck woman.
I'm running.
Frankly, it sounds made up.
I'm running.
He wants to dispel rumors of corruption within his court systems that are leaning towards dictatorships.
I'm infected.
So
And his name is
Hitler 2.0?
No, not Hitler 2.0. Hold on.
I'm trying here. I'm holding. To what? Okay.
Hey, bro, you fucking hot.
Hitler Adolf.
I want my character to stay in the room,
Colin Joseph.
jewel crafting something that I have in mind.
Thank you.
For the morning, at least. Shouldn't take too long.
It's okay. We believe in you. Fully support and trust you. For the most part.
Are you joking? Did I?
To what's this made up dictator's name?
Not made up. I had to search through a couple notes to find it.
It's probably going to be a reoccurring name, so.
Yes. So the name is his lord, and his formal title is Archduke Rasir Everbleed.
Everbleed?
Everbleed.
Did he get consistent? Okay.
Don't fucking come at me. But Archduke Everbleed is the one that's being highlighted within the spot of the Lord's information. Rasir Everbleed. And I posted it in chat. I've had worse.
Tis scratch.
Tis but a scratch. So within that, and everyone having their breakfast and their coffee and their morning drinks, what do y'all wish to do on this day two? On this day 2 of the festival.
I am in the room crafting an item.
Piglet, you are in the room crafting an item, and Bartholomew, you are what?
I don't know. Just checking around, absorbing if anybody talked about sacrifices and shit.
Roll a perception for me. You have something to say, Inari?
Can I get a shot of whiskey in my coffee? I feel like I'm gonna need it.
Without saying anything, you can, yeah. And he just he takes your coffee and just splashes in some horse cow.
God, fuck. Okay.
Wait, is this the same tiefling from last night?
No, it's a different person. Tiefling is night shift.
Okay.
I'm dead.
Yeah.
Tiefling's night shift? God damn it.
Oh, bro, I got a
That's
nat
okay,
20,
that's fair.
21, nat 21.
For what?
God.
For what?
A perception.
Oh, yeah.
Roll perception.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think
You had him roll a perception.
I know.
No.
So,
I don't eat the fake ones, I eat the real ones.
surprisingly,
This poor guy.
no one says anything about sacrifices or about how the tower burned well or anything like that. They were all just happy that the festival is kicking off, everyone's having fun, and it seems to be the start of a good year for the harvest. Not one mention of the impure being burned alive in the Tower of Hay.
Yeah.
Once you guys are ready,
was like,
We can go see if my
I didn't know that I was like.
my
gonna
comrade
die
Gerson is
immediately.
around, and you guys can go ask him the questions you want to ask him.
Sure.
Oh, and
I didn't
intimidate
even
that
notice
fool.
that I was coughing. I was running a lot. I thought I had asthma.
If you try to intimidate him, I will fucking throw you.
I was gonna be a brawler.
Okay, so we're heading out now?
In the near future. Yes.
When you guys are ready,
I just,
we can go meet him at his stall.
Don't worry, Igor.
I will say though, it is at the main market, not too far away from the center of the festival.
Yeah.
Can I present what I was making?
I wasn't paying too close to the visuals. I was like,
Wait,
It was a token. I made something as a token of friendship for Igor.
Oh.
Obviously, that wasn't going in my favor.
Yeah, I made this for
I don't
you,
understand.
Igor.
Wait, what did you make?
I made you a necklace of goblin teeth with an amethyst in the center.
Of Goblin Peak?
Goblin teeth that I collected. I have
Goblin
16 goblin teeth.
He made you a goblin tooth necklace with an amethyst in the center. That's so sweet.
Interesting.
That's so sweet.
I should have added ears, but I didn't have any ears.
I put it in my pocket and don't think about it ever again.
No! You should have worn it.
I thank you, my friend.
I love it.
Your generosity is...
I figured it'd help with intimidation. Just the look of teeth around your
Inari
neck.
looks so sad she didn't get a gift.
No, it's not even that. I was gonna go pick wildflowers and make little flower crowns for people, but I don't want to anymore.
Listen, man. It's the teeth. It's the teeth that get me. It's just like...
Wow,
It's like...
so much.
Why would I want something so savage?
You are savage, though, aren't you?
I don't know.
No.
No, he's
You're
not
a
some...
barbarian.
Well, you're...
But that doesn't mean he's just, like, eats raw meat.
My bad. I thought you would like it.
He's just a farmer. He's a little farmer,
He's
bro.
a farmer that has farmhand strength that sometimes loses his temper.
Mia in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, hi. I got a question. I'm just kidding. Would your friend like flowers as a like an accepting gift? Could I give them wildflowers? There's like a half field thing over here where I picked some. Where I found some. Can I like pick some and take some to your friend? Will he like flowers?
I don't know. That's something you're gonna have to ask him. I only know this guy from stories of the next town over, or the next village over.
Okay. 5-minute break while I get a drink.
Okay.
Me too.
Is there like a mechanical benefit to these teeth?
Can you use it as a weapon and stab him? Torture?
No, it's just for intimidation factor.
Probably. It should be a +1. Does it have none?
My intimidation is pretty high, and it can get higher if I roll it with strength.
My intimidation right now is +4.
Let me see what I got. I need to open
mine
up
higher
the
than
right
yours? No,
page.
that can't be.
Your intimidation?
It's +4.
Yes. However, if I am raging, it's a +5.
Okay.
And that's because of oh, what is it called? There's a thing that barbarians now have that make it so that way they can what's the word? They can roll like they can roll specific things with strength during a rage.
Damn, I really thought you'd like a necklace, tooth necklace.
I mean, if there was a like a little bit more story given to it, maybe he would have worn it. But it was just like, oh, here you go, have a tooth necklace. Thanks.
It was our first fight where I killed something.
Bro, the first time I killed something, we got in trouble. Oh no, I killed the fucking.
Oh, okay.
What was that
That's
killed?
fair.
The fucking boar.
My end goal is to make your make strength enhance the items. I've been trying to figure that out. Apparently, I need to have like monster material from like different CRs.
Yep.
But I also need to find. I need to go to like Enchanter's place and get like a schematic, essentially.
Let's go back to chopping. Let's go back to accuracy.
Oh, I need a formula. I need to get a formula from the Enchanter's place if they sell them. That is.
What is it that you need, Piglet, to enhance it? You need
I need-
material
I need-
and what
And
else?
formulas.
Formulas?
So like, think of it like a scroll that tells me what a item needs to become magical. Like the ingredients necessary, like the cookbook. So you need to be able to use magic itself, and you need ingredients from like monsters of different CR levels based on how common or uncommon the item is.
Yeah, like if you have octopus tentacles, you can make like a rod of octopus tentacles or something like that. If you kill cloakers, if you get 2 cloaker skins, you can make a cloak of cloakers or
Really?
something like that.
I was trying to look it up, and it says in the Xanthar's Guide to Everything that you just need CRH ingredients. Yeah.
Well,
so
when
for
you're
instance-
looking at magic items, it might be a little bit different.
Yeah, so it's crafting them. So, for instance, like a legendary would require 19 CR.
Challenge rating.
Yeah. So, like all that
yeah.
stuff, challenge rating based. So, like common stuff, I can use technically the Goblin Teeth because it's challenge rating 1.5, like a quarter. So, if I use 4 of them, it's like challenge rating of 1. So, I can make a common item. But
Can you
then
add
you-
them like that?
What?
Well, it just depends on the formula.
Well, because just because there's 4 challenge rating quarter doesn't mean that it's a challenge rating 1 in combat.
Okay, yeah, probably.
Because like, yeah, it
What's the question?
in theory it does work. like
Making
that,
magic
but
items.
Yeah.
Okay, what about it?
So I was looking in the Xanthar's Guide to Everything. You need a magic item ingredients is based on challenge rating. A common is CR 1 to 3, but I'm like, well, a goblin is 1 quarter, so I can use 4 goblin materials to make a challenge rating of 1 or no.
No, because each crafting has a specific recipe. So if you want to make a magic item that's CR, that's technically like a level 3 common, then you have to get the specific ingredients that are of level 3 of those ingredients. You can't just be like, oh, I'll just get 200 goblin teeth and make a level 3 item.
Yeah, but it doesn't tell you exactly what materials you need, just that it has to be a certain level.
Well then, within Xanathar's, and I'm sure that there's other things that tell you, references of resources that can tell you, like, what makes up this magical item. Like, is it a gold inlaid ring encrusted with jasper and stones? Is it a rod of wonder that has 4 diamonds within its stone piece? Kind of those kind of things. So, do a little bit of research, but I would say you can't add 4 goblin teeth to make a CR1.
Okay.
I would say that's not how it works. Because then if that's the case, then someone will just go to a goblin camp, fireball, fireball, fireball.
True.
Here's 600 teeth. Give me a legendary ring, or give me a legendary item. Because I have the challenge rating for a bare minimum effort. Does that make a bit more sense?
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it does say I do need to get like a schematic essentially to make things.
You need a blueprint, yes.
Yeah. Well, they call it a
blueprint schematic.
You need a
Yeah, because like a CR19, we're not fighting no CR19 anytime soon. If we are, then Dunkle's trying to kill us.
Yeah. Bearsy
TP,
was technically a. If you want to be very technical about it, Bearsy was a CR15.
Oopsie.
A formula. I need a formula for the magical items in order to create it.
Yeah, Bearsy
The
was
formula's like a recipe.
Bearsy was a 15 against 6 level 1 adventurers.
Oopsie daisy.
Oh, it's still bigger. Sorry.
We all make mistakes.
It's okay. It's
Who's
all
we?
right. Yeah, it wasn't anybody here. Nobody here picked that fight.
No, not at all.
No. I will admit, as a DM, I do in fact make mistakes. They're just a lot easier to hide up. Yeah. Yes.
You're human?
Yeah. And they're just a lot easier for me to cover up.
You're not God.
No, I just have an identity crisis.
Well, we knew that much.
Yay!
Hip hip.
Hooray! So, where do we go from here?
Are you guys ready?
We're headed. Yeah, I was like, I'm ready. I'm
ready.
I'm good to go.
You ready, kids?
Aye, Captain.
Aye, Captain. I can
hear you. Aye, Captain. So, are we going item shopping? Are we going drinking? Are we going to do carnival games? Are we going information hunting?
I was going with Igor to go see his Russian buddy companion. I'm taking flowers. My peace offering is wildflowers.
Okay.
Soften the blow a little bit. Hopefully. Maybe. Theoretically.
Da, 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 da.
How can you not love this cute face with some flowers?
Oh, no. Like that.
Don't answer that.
And it's Gerthar. I
I
thought that was the right way.
Girthin.
Girthin. Okay, Girthin. Okay, it's hard to keep it all in the head. I'm not gonna lie. As you then walk to the more farmstead, homestead, and stock show side of the festival.
How did they already die?
You do everyone for your first time, except for Igor. You come across the generic horse, the sheep, the goats, the chickens, the generic farm animals first. Either being sold and traded, or shown off for potential prize monies. Who can fetch the highest gold for the highest quality of animal. And as you progress farther into this livestock area, you start seeing more and more exotic animals. Some animals with oddly shaped colors and furs. Animal creatures that you haven't really seen or heard of. And then, almost as if the masterpiece section...
As we enter this section, I'll look at my friends going. Gerthon and his family is known for harboring, I guess, a specific animal from an area called from the Underdark. They procured it somehow. I'm not sure. I that's been kind of left up in the air. Do not fight this thing. It will fuck you up. It is literally there to plow fields for giants or Goliaths.
I got that basic white girl in me. I'll give it snackies and hugs.
It's a pretty massive creature. So just don't provoke it. Let me see if I can find a picture of it.
That's exactly what I was fucking doing.
I still got that white girl in me. I want to offer it snackies and and hugs.
I got the image I want to share. There you go. That's what it looks like.
Oh my god, I definitely want to give it snackies and hugs.
Yeah.
He looks like a big armadillo. I want one. Why are you so cute?
It is
guys.
also considered to be a land
lard.
shark, is what they call them.
Land shark.
He's a
Bullette.
land shark. Sea puppy? It's a sea puppy. Guys,
it's a
this
land.
is... Got that white bitch in me.
So
I wasn't kidding. I was kind of half joking, but I'm not anymore. He's cute.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Doesn't make him any more scary.
And here's the fun
You just
thing.
want hugs and attention.
Inari, you like barely come up past his ankle. Like the first ankle joint of his wrist. You could sit inside of his jaw and stand up, and his jaw, you still wouldn't touch the roof of his mouth. This is a large creature.
It is a large creature.
I
Actually,
still got that white bitch in me. I still got that white bitch in me.
As you
I will definitely try to offer
As you
food.
round the corner, you see Girthin, standing at the front underneath this large tent. And in the middle of this tent, on a bed of hay, is this said creature with its earthy green and brown tones of almost armor plating within its scales. And it's laying down with its head nestled over its feet.
Oh my god!
And Girthon is talking to two merchants. Girthon himself stands at a solid height for a Goliath, even more so taller than Igor himself, and a bit broader as well. But the thing that changes between Igor and Girthon is Girthon has a gratuitous amount more tattoos on his shoulders, his chest, going up his neck, and his cheeks and side, and his jaw. He is very broad-chested, not pot-bellied, but working man's belly. And he's talking to these merchants, and then he just kind of like, looks over and sees Igor, holds up a hand, and he goes, Sure, I'm done talking. You offer me nothing I want. Yes. Go. Igor!
Gothon. If you keep pushing all these... And I say this in Goliath, or in Giant.
Mm-hmm.
If you keep shooing away your customers, you're never going to sell them.
Well, I will sell him when they offer me something of actual value and of what he's worth. They say 2, 10, 30, 50 gold pieces. I'm like, bull beach boss. He's at least least 1,000.
For sure.
And they try to lowball me like that. It's like, get out of my face.
Yeah.
So
I definitely agree.
They tried to. They think because I'm big, I'm dumb. That's not the case. I'm kinda smart. Kinda. Who are your
definitely
friends?
Smarter than me. My friends here, they have more questions than I have. Just like you, I ain't the smartest.
Okay.
So a lot of words that you said yesterday I wasn't picking up. They may have something that they want to say, but I do not think they speak Giant. So let's switch to the common tongue.
Gotcha. Hello, little ones. What can I help? What is that? Is that
flowers?
And he kind of just
peace offering.
He kind of, as he like bends down, like knees to shoulders, to try to get on your level. And he's like, "Little girl, what do you offer me?" "Oh, flower crown? Why do you give me that, little one?" And this man
Peace
just
offering.
envelops your vision as he is like inches away from you, and you just see big orcish tusks coming down over his jawline with all these massive tattoos just rippling in front of you.
I'm down.
Oh no, Goliath, my bad. Gray skin, still tattoos. Goliaths don't have the orc fangs. They don't.
Not
They
that
have
I
the,
know of.
no, they have. That's my bad. That's my fuck up. Takesy backsies.
Okay, I'm gonna. Nope, I'm down.
The giant.
They're gonna take these backsies counter.
Yeah, takesy backsies.
I'm doing my best.
Why do you offer this to me, little one?
Peace offering. We come in peace. We only seek information you are willing to give.
And he tries very carefully to, like, with his massive fingers, try to pick it up out of your hands. And he's like, I'm sorry, I can't pick it. I'm going to smoosh it. And he kind of leans his head down. He leans his head down for you to put it on. Thank you. And I mean, it is minute on top of his head.
That's fine.
Like the little, like, cartoonishly small bowler caps. It's like that. And he kind of looks around and he's like, what is your name?
Inari.
Inari. Nice to meet you. And you? And he looks over at you, Dennis. Piglet.
I didn't even realize I went. I thought I went.
Yes, everyone went.
Yeah,
Oh, my bad.
Everyone went. You want a name?
I'm too intimidated by the big guy. I'm just like, I'm stuck in stupid.
You're stuck in stupid mode? Oh.
Yeah.
It's okay. We'll come back to you. And you, Mr. Dwarf, with your big shield and your massive weapons. What is your name?
His name is Bartholomew, and that one's name is Dennis.
Bartholomew and Dennis.
Hello.
Oh. Good to meet you, friends of Igor. Now, and he stands up and almost a little drift of air comes up for y'all. Let us go into tent and talk more against the common rabble. I almost tried to roll the R there. Didn't work. I tried. Rabble. There we go.
Rabble.
And he kind of motions towards the back of the open tent for a couple seats. Yeah, that is. Yeah, that's great.
Oh,
Fucking great movie too.
I don't think my character's seen anybody that tall before. So he's,
No.
like I said, stuck on stupid.
No, Igor was one of the tallest people that you had seen. This man puts Igor.
I figured that's as tall as they get. So he's just like, Jesus Christ.
As a reference, by the way, I am much smaller than many of my.
One would joke yeah, one would joke right of litter. It is okay. Your mother was very small as well.
Keep my mother out of this.
She was just small for her size, that's all. And now, and he sits down on what should have been a throne for a normal person, but is almost like a wicker basket seat. He sits down, he's like, come. You have questions, I try to answer. Hey, now. What questions do you have for Gerthon?
I have it.
I'll let them talk.
Who had questions?
All of you had questions about...
Garthon, I just want to know, I know you told Igor about the festival. Can you give us more information about the festival? Are there sacrifices involved and stuff like that, or more information from the festival of harvest, please?
So, the festival... Yes, it is to bring about the new harvest of the new year. And some places have more
I am also
extreme traditions than others. Igor may have told you about our red hand that we do for the soil. And he kind of pulls out a pocket knife and kind of nicks his palm. The red hand, and we squeeze, and a few drops of blood squeeze around in the hay. The red hand for the fresh soil crop. That is our tradition for us farmers.
Tradition.
Dude, is this pocket knife a fucking scimitar?
No, no, he's not that big. But
I know you mentioned something about the impure. What you meant by that? Igor mentioned to us.
He as he puts his dagger away, he goes, "You can't flute that one." And he kind of like lowers his hand over. So he's like, "There are those within that offer the god of harvest in their religion that considers some people pure or impure, depending upon the quality of their soul. And usually it's the church that does it, and a couple of clerics. And normally for this area and region, it's not unheard of. It's not unheard of. They do it every year. It's usually those that are murderers, rapists, people along those lines, or people that owe massive debts.
Oh, Jesus Christ, that's me.
No, shush. Or even those whose soul is just tainted and not complete, and have bits of alien tint in their heart.
Bros, I'm cooked.
And they are, as you might have noticed, taking up the tower, and tower go in flame, and then the offering of sins helps bring about a better harvest. But that is this region, and like I said, different folks do different things. Do I agree with it? Not really. Little too dramatic, too big. Be simple. Keep it simple.
Yeah.
But that is what happens about the pure and impure aspects of things. Anything else?
Two things.
I can't.
Yeah.
That you talking kind of just brought up to my mind.
Mm-hmm.
Who is this god?
Good thinking. Good thinking.
Those
Motherfucker.
pills that you just dropped, they disappeared.
Motherfucker.
No, I got them.
That does not look right. I mean, that's wrong for God. They follow Chantia.
Do you have any?
I don't know if I've ever heard of anything like that.
Bandages,
Okay.
You can, yes, you may.
Yeah. Okay, you already knew what I was gonna
I
say.
knew it was coming.
That's a religion check. I'll do it just because
Dirty
I asked.
20. Dirty 20.
Like, literally one tap down.
Yes, do religion.
You can, yeah. See if we can get any better than that.
I mean, I'm not gonna get any better than that. I have a
I'm
minus
just
one
generically.
religion.
Oh my god! I'm just generically asking my god if I should
4.
be worried about that god
Okay. No.
because of my
That's
nature.
Your god says no. You're fine. Chantia is normally the god of just the goddess of agriculture, druidry, wilderness, the deity of agriculture and plant cultivation, also known as the Earth Mother. Now,
She normally asks for sacrifices.
no, that's the thing. She normally is not about sacrifices, but with this certain area, it seems that they've taken it to an extreme because
They're extremists.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I asked my god. I'm sure it's not a joke, but he says that she doesn't ask for any kind of sacrifices. It doesn't mean they're not doing it in her name, but
They're doing
I'm
it,
okay
yeah.
though. Apparently,
Yeah, you're fine, but these guys are kind of extremists. He's like,
they're like,
Shantia,
yeah.
that is who they worship.
Oh, yeah,
You might
I
know her, Igor, as well. The Earth Mother. Do you remember that name?
Probably not. Do I as I said, I rolled a 4, so I don't know.
Coda, I didn't need to know that fucking information. Coda just said, did you know if a bard dips 3 levels in a paladin, they become immune to STDs?
Oh,
I mean, you're right.
Cool story, bro.
Cool story, bro, but like I didn't like.
You tell it at parties?
Yeah, I bet you do. Gets all the tiefling ladies.
Yeah, all the hot tiefling barmaids.
Uh-huh.
I got
Absolutely. Especially the ones in maid dresses and skirts. Anyways, we're derailing.
Yep.
Oh,
Okay.
that's
I don't
would.
recognize.
You would actually, because that's the goddess that your mother worshipped, and that your father thought was hogposh, but he went along with it to make her happy.
Oh, yeah, that girl. I know them. Anyway.
Shantia is the goddess that they do this for, even though that's not her thing.
Can you put her name? Oh, you already did.
Yes, I did. Ha ha!
Why is it
That's
that I
what I
only
get
roll
for
good?
That's what I
on-
get for multitasking, man.
I only roll good on the religion checks and never any battle.
I already knew.
Yeah. So
What else do you want, Igor?
we have two friends that may have been a part of the festival last night.
I am sorry. There is nothing I can do about that if they were taking the tower.
The thing that worries me the most is they were in our room last night when they were taken. Do they just break in and enter our people's rooms when they think they found somebody who is unworthy?
I've only heard of that in most extreme of cases. People of the church, they have the clerics or whatnot.
Oh, she's
the
pretty.
magic. Yeah, she is very pretty. Those magic people, their little sensors go whew, 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 really loud if someone is tainted like that and there's bad souls. So maybe they got them before anything else happened. I couldn't tell you. I'm only here. I'm here to do business, and this is what I hear from other people and merchants, and this is all second hand. That the major said they were the two. Their evil or their corruption was so large they got taken away before they did harm to others.
No.
I am sorry that these were your friends,
Whee!
but there is nothing I can do. Oh,
I don't expect you to do anything.
Inari. He goes into a bucket and pulls out a tiny little piece. Do you want a piece of meat? Do you want to feed? You want to feed the creature?
Yes, very much so.
He plops in your hand. He's like, you have to toss it and stand back. Stand back.
Toss it?
He's like, ho! Because he will snap. He pulls up one of his missing fingers. He will snap. And he kind of walks with you and is like, come, we continue talking.
Oh,
and
why did you never get that replaced?
No big deal. Now, with your back into it, and as you you have to hold the piece of meat with two hands, and the Bullette just, and as he opens his mouth, the jaws sound like two boulders grinded against each other, as he kind of opens his mouth, and he makes a little sound in motion. He's like, toss!
Yeah.
And you toss the meat, and as you toss it, and he goes, there are no teeth in it inside of, but you feel the stonework of his mouth as he kind of just grinds it up into a paste and swallows it. Yes. Happy halfling. Happy halfling.
Oh, fuck me.
But then,
Not for free.
Hey! Good one.
Thank you.
No.
Do you have any more questions? I've got another group of merchants coming soon. Again, to try to probably undercut me selling
Alright,
this
I'm
thing.
good.
The only thing is, who should we look out for? But after that, I'm good. And
The fanatics. The fanatics of the church at Harvest. The ones that think that they are doing everything for a greater name of Shantia. But as long as you... Not everyone agrees. But if you just stick to your nose down to grindstone and don't stick out, you should be okay. Your friends, maybe they harbored more ill intent than you knew. I'm not here to judge, I'm just here to tell.
Oh. The porta potties.
I'm not. Thank you, my friend. Before I leave town, I will come say bye. And hopefully somebody will buy your Bullette.
I hope so too. This thing was a pain in the ass to raise.
Yeah, this one here seems like they want to raise it.
It took a lot.
Or take it off your head.
It took a
They
lot
want to
of
take it
work.
off your hands.
They have to the right price. The right price and he'll be theirs. He cultivates acres in a day, swimming through ground and stone like shark of land.
I'm broke. I so badly want this goddamn thing.
No, the fuck you don't.
Can I put a saddle on him and walk around with him? He's like my new favorite pet.
You technically
I can't.
could.
I want to.
You technically could.
I'm broke. I can't do it.
No, the fuck you can't.
That would definitely be an animal handling skill check.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah. No, for sure.
Oh yeah. But with
I mean, we could pull together about 500 gold, I think. Between all of us.
Even with the friend discount, it's not going to be that deep.
Yeah.
So, with that,
I would not put my money into that pool.
What?
I would not put my money into that pool.
Oh, absolutely not. Please don't. Please don't make poor financial decisions.
Yeah, I need to save my money anyway, so.
I would die
So
before I could even get on top of it.
Gerthon then says, "Take care, Igor, and Inari, Dennis, and Bartholomew. Have fun and remember your friends. Then may they hopefully see you in the next life." And he holds up his hand.
My big bestie.
Turns around and he's like, "Oh, hello there!" As two robed merchants, dripping jewels and other jewelry come up, and they're like, "Oh, hello!" Trying to talk to him.
So, there's the information that you that I may have missed from him. What?
Oh, I don't need that. I have 2.
What do you guys want to do with it?
I appreciate the closure that it has given us, but I think we should leave it be. I truly appreciate the closure, but I think we should just leave it be. That is my personal opinion. Everybody is entitled to their own opinions, and if plans change, I guess I'm here for whatever, but
maybe
personally,
we can revisit this once we're stronger.
Yeah, maybe.
And can take on a town. Or anyone for that matter, because we
You're level 3. You've got some
handle some goblins.
You've got some umph to you now. You're level 3.
No.
But not enough for a town, I don't think.
No.
I don't think taking on a town is our smartest idea.
Nah.
And honestly, it's not that we're taking on the town; it's that we're taking on their church. And who's to say that making enemies of the church is a good idea? As you can tell, 2 of our friends have disappeared.
Yeah.
Bartholomew?
And, I mean, that is their religion, so wouldn't it technically be a bad thing? Like, that's how they view their religion, so wouldn't we be the bad guys?
For interfering with it? Potentially. You got anything to say?
Who?
To them, they're saying that they're kind of the same idea. It sucks that this happened, but there ain't shit we can do about it right now.
It doesn't matter what I have to say.
Okay.
I mean, it does.
They already decided what they want, so it's all good.
I mean, it does because everybody has a voice in this group.
The thing is, though, it seems like it's gonna be like 2 versus 1, so doesn't matter.
There's 4 of us.
Well, Dennis is always nonchalant, and Igor and Inari is always stick together. So I got nothing to say.
I wouldn't say that.
No.
You just have to get.
Like I said, I have nothing to say.
I'm not necessarily nonchalant. I'm more or less weighing pros and cons. Like I just said, like if it's their religion, we could be perceived to be the bad guys who try to fight it, essentially.
We could also ask around to see if that's what people really want us to do. Like, do we really want to go into a town and upturn everything? Like, I disagree with the stance of this cult. They're obviously not worshiping.
They're misled.
Yes.
They're misguided. They think they.
I wonder if they worship a different god than what they say they worship.
Or even if they do, even if they are worshiping the god they say they are, it could be misguided. I mean, everybody has their own points of view for religion. I mean, you know, there's definitely different variations of religion, and considering this is how they're choosing to do it, it might be the more extremist version. but it's how they feel they are truly worshiping their god.
Shadow, you have ties to the church, right? Couldn't you like go find that out if that's what they're really doing as a paladin?
Yeah, guys, but my god is a war.
Yeah, but every church has like their offers for everybody. Have you thought of maybe communing with your god to see if that's yeah.
Well, I doubt it's gonna
Like-
be Hargris. But I
Like,
could ask, it doesn't kill me.
Yeah, we can like go through all the options before deciding.
Yeah, it's not like we're saying just avoid it and be done. It's just there's a lot to consider here.
The thing is that I get a little bit annoyed is there's always going to be pros and cons. It doesn't matter the situation. There's always going to be pros and cons. The thing is like me as a soldier and a fighter, you all my comrades. Even though it doesn't mean I have to like you all, but still, for me, you know, as for my soldier background, you my comrades. I depend on y'all, you know. And if one of you guys gone missing, or even killed, I will feel a certain type of way.
Where's your...
What?
I'm looking at your OneNote right now, Shadow. Where's the part that we put in about...
I put it in my character sheet.
It's in... Oh, it's on your character sheet?
Yeah. You want me to put it in my OneNote?
If you wouldn't mind.
Yeah. Just give me a second.
Because I want to be able to do that properly.
Okay.
I wonder if we should go talk to these people.
Like I don't want to
go there.
I don't want to cause problems. It's something that we can resolve. I'm sorry for interrupting. And not to cause no problems to resolve. It's just we have closure. I know they have something, but like if it's one of you guys,
it's not the closure
you want me. You know what I'm saying? Like for instance, it was your Inari. You actually want me just to sit by and just idle, or Igor? You know, like how will you put yourself in their shoes? You know what I'm saying? I know they're dead already, but you know what I'm saying?
Right. Like if I'm dead though, I would just rather you accept the fact that I'm dead and go find something to do with your time. I'm gonna be completely honest. I have no loyalties. It is like.
What about you, Igor?
Of this. I just don't care either way.
You're a fighter, man.
I didn't know them well enough. Yeah. We've only really known them for what, 3 days?
No,
4 days.
Okay, from the time. Hold on. From the time that you guys got put together to now. It's been 5 days.
5 days. Yeah.
5 days is how long you guys have known each other.
Easy.
Yeah.
That was longer. Never mind then.
So, 5 days.
No, these people, we've only known these people for 5 days. Okay. Where they maybe are comrades for these 5 days. Apparently we didn't know them as well as we thought.
Me, it's 3 days.
If you feel like we need to go and find out more, I would be willing to talk to these people, but I wouldn't want to be going to their temple nor their place of worship and starting a fight. That is not, in my opinion, the right decision.
Yeah, you don't want to walk into the dragon's den.
Yeah, because like I as I said, I am perfectly okay with confronting them and not necessarily fighting them, but I don't want to try to usurp their.
You know what? Like
their rule over the
area. You know them for 5 days. I understand. I thought like half a month.
No, it hasn't even been a full week yet, dude. In game,
so
it hasn't even been a full week.
I understand where you guys coming from. Maybe you guys want to do. Like I said, I'm really waiting for the shops to be open. We can find out more information if you guys want for the future. Just in case something like this similar happens.
Okay. So that seems to be the general consensus. You're gonna try to poke and prod info, wait for the festival to die down, and everything to kind of wrap up before you kind of make a decision of do we continue or do we leave.
Mhm.
Okay. And with that, we're going to end our session for the night. Thank you all for coming. Thank you all for playing.